Hey guys, welcome to Comic Book Corner. I'm your host, Gear Up to 60, and today I have unfortunately some bad news to report. I had a customer of mine bring me some really nice, high-grade, vintage, Amazing Spider-Mans. He was so excited that he found these and he had gotten such a great deal, and he was just raving about how awesome his find was. And you know, as usual, I don't get too excited when I hear these types of things, because I know that in many cases, books tend to be overgraded. Most people do not know how to grade books properly, even if they've been in the industry for 20, 30 years. I personally have been in the industry for 40 years collecting comics. Yes, 40 years collecting comics, and maybe the last 20 years actually grading comics professionally. So he brought me 40 of these books to get graded, and I was very concerned. So I said, listen man, I'm not going to name any names. So I said, listen, I said we should send this fast track to CGC, at least 5 of them, to see where we stand. Don't buy any more books until we know that the grading is accurate. Is it me that's off, or is the seller actually off with his grades? We got the books back just today, and I have to say, unfortunately, really unfortunately, I was right. I was really hoping to be wrong, but I was not wrong, man, in this case. And I really do not want people wasting their money buying what they think are high grade books when in reality they are not high grade books. Okay, we're gonna start with the first one. I'll go backwards. Issue 114 of Amazing Spider-Man. The seller had graded this at a 9.2. I had said something between a 7 and an 8, and it got a 7.5. But this guy paid the value of a 9.2 to acquire this book, which is not cool. Next, we have ASM 113, was sold at a 9.0, came in at a 6.5. I had said 7.5, so it was even worse than what I thought. Guys, it doesn't take much for Silver Age books to lose that 9.8 potential. I mean, Silver Age books, in all my experience, in all my grading, I've gotten one 9.8 on a Silver Age book. One. And it's rare that the grades go over a 9. Unfortunately, that's why there's such a premium on books that come back over a 9.0 from that time period. So they are very scarce in high grade. I work with these all the time, and I see them all the time, and the average grades are between 4 and 7. Very common, very common. So for the guy to actually buy books that are high grade or were all graded at 9 or higher, not a single book hit a 9.0. Let's continue. We have ASM 112 was sold as a 9.4. Okay, came back as a 6.0. I had it down as a 6.5 to a 7. Came back as a 6.0. Next, these are the two better ones. So we have Amazing Spider-Man 110 was sold as a 9.4, came back as an 8.5. I had it pegged as a 9. So I was only off by 0.5, which is acceptable when it comes to grading vintage books or grading any book. You can be off by 0.5. It's subjective. One grade off in either direction is acceptable. But in this case, ASM 108, this was sold as a 9.8. Who in their right mind would sell a book from 1972 and say it's a 9.8? I'm sorry, that doesn't exist. And if it does, holy crap, you have a 1 in a million. So, unfortunately, the lesson here is don't buy raw books if you're not a professional grader. The lucky thing is none of these books were restored, and they all came back blue label. None of them had rusted staples, so that was kind of good. But they all have small, or not small, but they all have tons of little accumulative defects, tears, stains, creases, color breaking creases, corners that are rounded. So you cannot expect high grades from books of this era. Guys, please don't waste your money. Please buy graded if you're not sure. That's all I could say, man. I feel bad that this guy has 30 books that he overpaid for. Hopefully you guys see this video and you guys are more vigilant when it comes to buying raw books. Thank you for joining us at Comic Book Corner. Come back again for our next unboxing.